Guys, here we go. Game 1 of Shaft and MOYAI. This is the losers bracket game. Whoever wins this gets to advance and face Rain. And then ultimately after that, whoever wins that gets to go to face 3X. That will happen tomorrow, though. This is our last match for today. Let's take a look at our ships. We've got a Daring, that's simply Cat, Mizuko in a Kleber. We got Kimi in a Ragnar, and Flo 420 in a 420 Blaze It build Harugumo. For cruisers, we've got Zil2's Minotaur. Definitely a Minotaur, yep. Burgon is already firing. That's Kalu. I wonder what he shot. I guess the Ohio. And then we got Inting on Purpose in a Moskva with a unique upgrade. Vert and a Manitar, and my wife is dropping stuff all over downstairs. It feels weird. WGC Rider, or WCG Rider in the Ohio with Sniper Spec. Also, no, kind of. He's really. I mean, it's weird getting the secondary module in there too, and Brisk. Okay, did I catch? I think I caught everybody. All right, let's take a look at MOYAI. What do you got, Puddin'?
MOYAI, we got the Blazing Gumo because you don't want to call it 420, followed by a Wooster that is Ledge Mod. And they are setting up maybe for a pick on Bacon.
It's usually
Looks
the play.
like what's going to Apples is a Ragnar Pew Pew, a Range Mod Petro, and a All or Nothing with my Nuremberg Schlieffen. Parked behind Bacon is a typical Pew Pew build Daring.
Oh, first blood already for Shaft. Look at that. The Stalingrad goes down. Sorry to catch you off guard there.
That Stalingrad we don't care about anymore.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's got a COTS ready build now.
With a sniper build Ohio with better running DCP. With a San Martin going to Chocolate with reload. Now, that is the power of a gun. If you do catch somebody's broadside, it doesn't matter if you have 15-inch shells. They are going to just tear right through you and more likely actually do damage because they're only 15-inch shells, not 16.
Well, and the other thing too is he also used his reload booster, so you can see the power of that reload booster for that ship. It's crazy. So Shaft is just asserting dominance at the start of this game. Marseille and Des Moines were the two ships that were banned, right? It's been so long since I put that in. Yes. Okay. Wow.
Now, to nobody's surprise, the Kleber capped A.
Yep, that's why you bring a Kleber. You get to the cap early, get it, and then you get into a defensive position, which is exactly what Shaft is doing north of there.
Moya's Daring just lost a quarter of his HP.
Silver, I see that. What hit him? Ohio?
I would believe so. That would be the only thing that had shots in on.
Yeah, looks like it. He's got another follow-up salvo. The silver is still detected. Here it comes.
I mean, that is the power, like, that is the problem with losing that Stalingrad is Shaft should be able to get this cap for free because, well, there's no more radar.
Yeah, I think they were trying to tell that Stalingrad, instead of bowing in, to reverse into that position. But obviously he approached it a little bit oof, and Burgon, because it's speedy, was able to get on that flank and take advantage of that. So, ouch.
I do believe that Daring for Shaft is under Petro radar. I don't know, but that's about to go down.
Yeah.
Which means Daring can safely reverse into there.
Yep, now Doctor is going to reverse into A for MOYAI. And there goes Silver into the B cap. What's the radar cooldown? Yeah, Inting's radar is down long enough for this cap. But Simply Cat is just going to back in. And here's the problem. Petro radar a moment ago. So the only other thing that could radar would be Wooster, but Wooster's leaving with the Haru. They're both leaving, and they're heading to A. They've decided that A is where they're going to make their stand. I don't know that I like that.
It's kind of your best option, really, because A side historically for the northern spawn has always been a kite side, and C has been your push side. Like,
Right.
this is nothing new, right? Like you say, one side's push, one side's kite, and usually they're opposite ends.
Zuko coming under continual fire from the Wusta and the Haru.
And the Schlieffens, Nuremberg's, and main batteries, maybe?
Schlieffen is getting his secondaries in range too, yep.
Well, Club goes down,
Okay.
which means they should be able to easily get this cap uncontested.
Oh.
Right.
Philippolis takes a big hit there. It looked like a torpedo. It's crazy because his Hydro was available.
Well, I'll give him this much. At least he didn't pop Hydro after torpedoes pass. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
damage is already done.
That's the thing, right? When you take torpedoes and then you're reminded that you have Hydro available, you don't just press the button. Because you know there's another rack coming a minute and a half or 2 minutes later. So you wait about 30 seconds or so. Then you press the button.
Jeff's Ohio coming under heavy fire, but goes dark.
Yep.
Minotaur sending single fire.
Picha is
Oh.
quite low in his Ohio, south on the J line. He's got 7 seconds till his next heal.
It makes sense with being like out there all by his lonesome. Like with Stalingrad being dead, there's nothing to threaten the DDs.
That's right.
Per se with radar, except for maybe San Martin, but at the end of the day, it's like still a San Martin. Right? What is it? 9-kilometer radar? I do not believe it can stealth radar, so once he's spotted, you know a radar's coming. So all you got to do is just keep the Ohio lit for the Minotaur to just, paper cut him to death.
Now, take a look at this. This is something I like. They've now rotating back to B. I really like this. Instead of trying to push through A, they're going to park their Schlieffen here as a way to prevent any sort of pushback in, a counter push. And then they're bringing their assets back into the middle. Now, while that's happening, look at what Shaft is doing. Shaft is taking their assets from the middle, and they're deploying them to receive an expected push through A. So both teams reacting to the situation. Going to be fun to see when both of them realize what the opposite is doing. It's actually working out really well for MOYAI here. If Shaft continues to put all these assets into an area that's not going to be needed.
Well, I mean, Amatsuba's still in a spot where he can, do something with the island cover.
He does have radar coverage of B as well, most of B, although that's leaving.
Right.
As he
Burgon's going to
going
take a minute to get into position.
Yep.
But, more importantly, they're not just leaving C. They're leaving the Gumo Minotaur to stop the San Martin from potentially pushing back in. Like MOYAI's doing with Apple's leaving the Schlieffen to stop, the Minnow Ohio from just pushing right back in. Right? Is he reversing?
Is who reversing?
The Schlieffen. Yeah, he's reversing around the island, which is what you want to do. It's easier to W away than to reverse away.
Yeah, he also wants to make sure they know that there's a presence at A, right? Because that'll delay Shaft a little bit. Now, Moskva radar does go up. It catches the Petro, but it also catches the Ragnar and Harugumo. So they know that the Gumo has moved. They have to know that Wooster is with them in that smoke, as the Gumo Brody just takes a big hit.
Well, they are Shaft's Ragnar is coming under heavy fire from that wolf pack of destroyers.
Yeah, he went dark for a little bit though.
And the cruisers. I believe the Booster's the only one shooting. Maybe the Petro too.
Spider needs to slow down, though. Now he finally stops, but it's maybe too little too late. Because he's sitting on 2 fires. DCP is down for another 12 seconds. Camille gets smacked with something. It's, it looks like from the south. It might be the, yeah, I think it's the Ohio. It's Pisha's Ohio. And now the Minotaur spotted. You can see that LH Gamer San Martin has turned back around again. But Brody's Spider is down to under 1,300 hit points. Camille saves his ship.
Spider's low for MOYAI. The Ragnar from Shaft is low.
But the Ragnar's got to heal.
Mm.
Doctor is
As if
now
he
up on
uses
radar.
it.
That's Zill using the Minotaur radar, and you notice that Flow 420 is behind the smoke. Whoa, big hit right there from Demos Petro. Zill's in trouble. He's spotted.
Ohio shells are coming in. Who are they going to? Oh, he's aiming for the Gomo.
And
Oh no.
Zill's
Oh no, this is a bad time to be going to Starbucks.
That's correct. Gamer getting his shots in. There goes the Ragnar, farmed out. But look at Brody's Spider though, smartly walking away. Look at the points though. Look at the points, guys.
Jesus.
Yeah, oh Jesus indeed. MOYAI has 0 caps right now. Loses in 38 seconds, 35 seconds. While all this was going on, Simply Cat literally just walked into the A cap and then walked out. I mean, just wow, the cojones.
Is the San Martin going to get a time extension by A, capping, and B, killing the Ragnar?
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, there are multiple shells coming in. MOYAI knows they need to get this kill along with convert a couple of these caps to stay in this game.
Mm-hmm.
But they desperately need to get kills to get points going the other direction for Shaft. Aragumo is offering up some of his HP to save the Ragnar.
Mm-hmm.
They do get C-cap. They do push the daring off of Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, Schlieffen's not dead. And
No.
Apples. So he's got that going for him.
No, which is huge because usually Schlieffens die in this, but he's got to move faster. They're gonna lose in 3 seconds. He's not gonna get on A in time.
No, he's not going to get on A.
There it is. So, well, congratulations to Shaft on that first win.
That Stalingrad at the beginning of the game, oof.
I mean,
Really, just oof.
but
I mean, we've only lost a total of 4 ships between both teams.
right.
To
But
the side.
I want to point out though that MOYAI came back, right? And they looked really strong. They had some good opportunities. But what's weird, I don't know if you guys caught it. I didn't get a chance to talk about it much. But MOYAI's daring, had the buffed turret traverse, and even the Minotaur Zill, who died while parked at Starbucks, had turret traverse too. Very interesting to see how those worked together. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go back to port here. Let me get the best of 5 screen up. Appreciate you taking us through that. I was just coordinating with the wife about stuff. She timed that pizza perfectly. Oh my god. Anyway, so MOYAI, let's take a look at this. This is again best of 5. We've got gearing in a COTS build, basically. That's kill yourself, and then we've got silver in a daring. That's utility build. For cruisers, only 2 destroyers. Wow, for MOYAI. On Sleeping Giant, we got for cruisers Philippolis in a Minotaur. That's actually a Minotaur, absolutely. Demo in the Napoli with range build. Note he does not have the secondary range upgrade, just the aiming stuff. Brody reprises his role in the Stalingrad, probably with a little bit more I'm not showing broadside built in. Doctor in the Moskva with unique upgrade. And then we got LH Gamers San Martin. And then we've got Shots on Brody already too. LOL. And then we got M's Ohio, which is sniper build, and finally Pishabra's Vermont, which is also sniper spec. All right, what do we got for shaft, bud?
Yeah, both Hiragumas are 420 blazing. Both going to apples and chocolate, but going to apples with one of the 420s is a Petro that is reload. San Martin, typical reload build with RPF. And the Montana that is sniper build, taking blind shots on predictive paths of travel.
Yeah, they've done that a couple of times now. It's pretty impressive to see. I like the idea. If you don't have anything spotted, you might as well clear your guns and maybe get lucky.
Now, Shaft Skadansk is radar pew pew, is sitting in the channel waiting for somebody to touch bacon.
Mm-hmm.
There is a spotted Chef's Petro is spotted in a typical spot that is range build. We have the Burgon with reload and better DCP, with the Minotaur with reload and aiming.
Mm-hmm.
The one Aragoma just sent Torps, and once again, which would be considered predicted paths.
Yep.
But sadly, that would be a predicted path for Destroyer that MOYAI does not have, because they only brought 2.
Right, and they put 1 in the B cap. They aren't even really going to try for A just now, because they got the gearing all the way over here at the C cap.
And MOYAI starts the Smoke Death Snail.
Mm-hmm. And a reminder, Marseille and Des Moines banned on this map. Now you can see the counter snail going up by Flow 420. It's going to be very interesting to watch these two get closer because Zill is ready. I'm going to try to follow this so you guys get an idea of what it's like to be playing in a Death Snail as the cruiser. You're going to try to get up close and it's almost like, I guess, trench warfare in a sense. You think of these smokes as your trenches that you're digging. And they get closer towards each other, and at the right time, you pop your radar and open up. Now, if he's looking, you can see that the gearing is already leaving this smoke screen. There's the radar. So he's trying to figure out how far is that radar going to hit. Can I see any smoke? He can't, right? But there are torpedoes coming. He's going to see that with his hydro, and Zill should be fine. But that radar catches absolutely nothing. Usually...
Did he not get the memo? You have to wait for the torpedoes to hit you, then pop the hydro?
Right? Now, typically, when a smoke is deployed, the destroyer that deploys the smoke advances a little bit closer to try to spot. That didn't happen here, and as a result, radars used, nothing spotted. Note that the other Minotaur, Philippus, has not used his radar yet. Let's go take a look at the A side and what's going on over there.
Not much. Just torpedoes being slung back and forth.
LH Gamer might back into a couple and be reminded that he has hydro available. Okay, there's the first torpedo. He sees the second. He is fine. He's now spotted. There's the radar to see who's spotting him. And here comes Montana shells.
Ooh, this could be bad.
This could be very bad. It is not.
Araguma coming under fire from the Ohio and the San Martin.
Yep. And Zuko takes a decent chunking there. Ironically enough, dodges the torpedoes. Let's go back over to the D side and see that, or C side, and see that nothing is happening again. Although Demo is detected. Here comes some shells from the broadside. That's the Stalingrad. Just missed behind.
San Martin at Alpha from MOYAI just took a big chunk of losing HP.
Big chunk of losing HP.
Yes.
I love your
We have to
English.
get fancy with words.
Got it. Makes sense. Why not?
I mean, we have to be professional here.
Yes. Professional wordsmiths.
I do believe the Hiraguma is for Shaft
He's fixing to go into A.
is in the correct spot to where Moskva radar will not pick him up.
Correct. He's just outside of radar range. And because that Moskva is spotted, that's Doctor, Mizuko's able to sit just outside of that radar range. One of the reasons
Now,
it's
that
important
being
not to
said-
be detected in a radar cruiser. Go ahead.
Moya's daring is in the correct spot to be capping Bacon without being shot at.
Despite the radar.
Montana would have to turn his guns.
Mm-hmm.
And he did.
And 4 seconds, 3 seconds. No resets. Wow.
And the cap.
I'm shocked he was able to get that cap.
Well, in that situation, HE might have been a better choice just because of potential splash reset.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't blame the Montana for just shooting when he's got in his barrel, right? You want to try to get the resets. You want to hit the target anyways.
Yep. So here we go. Again, Desnail action. Zill popping his radar. The other Minotaur up to the north popping his radar. Both shooting at different targets. It's interesting. Zill is going after the Minotaur. And Philippus is going after Flow 420's Harugumo.
I don't know why they're splitting the fire. Now it looks like everybody's going in on Napoli.
Mm-hmm. Here's some more Stalingrad shells. Nope.
Let's see.
A lot of shells coming in. Now, Flow 420 is detected. There you go. He just went dark. I don't really know who came off better in that situation.
The viewers.
The viewers. All of you did. Yes. Flow goes ahead and uses a reload boost. I like that decision. He knows the radar is down. He knows that he can get close now with his torpedo. So he's going to dump the torps. Then he's going to back off. And that, my friends, is the death snail. Go in, dump torps, go out, go in, dump torps, go out, smoke, go in, dump torps, go out, spot, you know? Now, Philippolis does not have his hydro up. It is down for another 2 minutes. This is why you see a lot of ships stay outside of that smoke, though. Those torpedoes fizzled.
Oh, Napoli's down a little bit. Will those torpedoes connect?
One does. Ooh, big hit there on Philippus.
Oof.
That's the power of that torpedo reload booster right there. Gets him caught off guard. What's going on at B? It looks like not much.
Well, it looks like the San Martin for Shaft is relocating over to Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, he's not going into Thunderdome, which means he might be somewhat useful.
All right.
But it looks like the Petro is taking over protecting Apples by going to the island where I so pompously died. Do a Montana shot across the map.
Mm-hmm.
Which means the Gumo is going to potentially relocate with the San Martin.
We'll find out. We'll have to see.
Oh, I just noticed an interesting spot for the Vermont of MOYAI.
Yeah, Pishabra just kind of in a position to back into the middle so that he can W out if he needs to get down. Simply Cap might. Nope, he's okay. Wow.
He does have his guns looking at Burkon, Minotaur, or Hiragumo.
The Vermont?
MOYAI's Vermont,
Yeah.
that's in the gap.
Yep, he just fired at Ryder's Burgon, who just went dark. I don't think he knows these shells are coming. He sees them.
Could have been bad.
Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, he saw them. It looked like he saw them after a few seconds. Because I don't think Pisha was detected when he fired.
Oh no, San Martin's shooting a Petro.
Oh, that'll work.
Well, like I said, one of these days we'll get that friction fire from AP only.
Yeah, Vert's in a strong spot there just to kind of play Overwatch on the A cap. I don't think Shaft is going to lose A anytime soon. The bigger question is MOYAI going to be able to hold on here? Right? They've got the cap lead. They got the points lead. They're tied up on ships. Philippolis, though, just takes out Zill. Right there. Zill, once again, beached himself broadside to incoming fire. That's the second game in a row that happened.
Sensing a trend, he's getting tired and needs his coffee.
That's right. I could use some coffee, too, actually.
Shaft Stalingrad looks like to be the next Focus Fury.
Well, you know, Brody's managed to survive up to this point, so that's good. Look at the Vermont. Pisha just backing into B.
I mean, Stalingrad's in a good spot to really ignore everything on the flank because most of those shells are just going right over, and the ones that do hit are just hitting saturated area, which means the Minotaur's never going to get a fire anyways.
Right. But
forcing him to reverse means the Minotaur can start aiming for the back end of the ship where it's not saturated.
Oh, you're talking about it's Russian. Got it. I'm still confused about Pisha and why he backed in like that. He lost a lot of hit points for basically next to no gain.
Oh, you mean like all of his HP for the most part?
Yeah, Flow 420 is shooting him now for free and smoke. Torpedoes come right by him. Wow, that was close. Going back to it's Russian. He's in trouble.
Ironically, the two ships that went into the gaps here are both in trouble, but Stalingrad's going to go down first.
Yep, and then the Montana just took a 1 or 2 daring torpedoes. Silver opening up, trying to get that kill on the Stalin, and
Montana goes down to Ohio.
Yeah. M just opens up with his guns, and I'll tell you what, it looks to me like MOYAI is... There it is. MOYAI wins round 2. We're going to get in for a double death pick, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. All right.
It was...
Moving on to Warrior's Path next.
Ah, that's interesting. MOYAI lost on Northern Waters.
Mm-hmm.
And that was their map pick. And Shaft lost on Sleeping Giant, which was their map pick.
Right. All right, here we go, guys. Game 3 of this best of 5. Shaft versus MOYAI, losers bracket, Warriors Path. Let's go. Full 420, bringing a 420 Blaze It All setup in the Gumo next to Vert in the same build. Literally the exact same build. Mizuko in a Gdansk. We got Stepan in a Daring. Zill has decided to go for a Des Moines this time. Camille is also in a Des Moines. Both are unique upgrade. Slight differences in build. Inting on Purpose is once again in his range build, or sorry, is a unique upgrade Moskva. And for battleships, we've got Kalu in a sniper build Vermont, and WCG Rider, who's also in a sniper quickscope Vermont. And the two Vermonts are switching sides. I guess they decided they wanted to play on opposite ends of the map.
Well, ironically, you say that because my Shiragumas that are 420 blazing with the small little captain differences that I can't tell are also switching sides. But going to Apples is a radar advanced and nobody's surprised. The 420 blazing Gumo with a Ledgemont Des Moines, and believe they're going to be backed up by a sniper build Montana, while One of the Harigumos, the one that started more towards apples but going towards chocolate, is checking his stats a little early.
He is checking his stats, that's right. How many of you guys saw it up in chat? Have you ever fallen victim to press T to check your in-game stats?
Now, I don't know if that's on purpose or he was checking his stats, but the daring is going nose in for Moya.
I know.
Hopefully, he's going to do a turn and reverse back into it.
I know what they're doing with this smoke. They're trying to make it look like they're putting a radar cruiser in it, like a Des Moines, so that Shaft is not interested in putting assets close to B.
Well, we do have Moya's Moskva taking up the typical Moskva spot, while we do have the one of the Ledge Mods Des Moines heading to Chocolate. With the Schlieffen and Cho, that is not full secondaries, a little into gun reload. We gotta make sure because stupid Gumo keeps getting close.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember Schlieffen getting a 420 build. Yep, a little bit into the guns.
Yep.
That smoke cloud is way too far to convince anybody that there's anything in there. I do believe he accidentally hit his T there.
It's a possibility. The angle here makes it look like they're trying to smoke a Moskva into a more aggressive approach instead of taking the time to get there. But yeah, Marseille and San Martin were banned on this particular game. Now, Doctor's build in the Gumo, you said you weren't quite sure the difference between the two Gumo builds?
Well, one's running the outnumbered or whatever, and then I don't know what the skill is between RPF and concealment.
That is Fearless Brawler.
I mean, you can tell I take it all the time.
Gil yourself is getting a no. Wow, desync.
All skill, no luck right there. That's professional cadets play right there.
That's what we call a brown alert, my friend.
That's what you call a brown alert. That's what I call perfect positioning. Because it always happens, except I eat the torpedoes. I don't know. I'm still scratching my head about that smoke cloud. Like,
Yeah.
what more aggressive Moskva position could you take except for shoving it actually into B?
Well, I mean, like I said, maybe it just discourages the early shove in for Shaft. Does Shaft have a speedy destroyer? No, not really. So, I mean, if they had like I could see them trying that if they had like a Kleber or something that might try to, get to B right away. But if you look at Doctor, I mean, his smoke is available again anyway, so it's not like, he's missed out on the utility of that smoke screen. He lost one charge of it, though.
That's the big thing. Will that one charge come back to haunt you?
That's right. Stay tuned.
As Moya almost caps Bacon, but gets pushed off by Moskva radar.
Yeah, that was close.
His butt is on fire.
Look at all the torpedoes coming into MOYAI's death snail. Demo realizes he's in trouble. He's trying to back away, dodge these torps. But now there's two more coming in. The torpedo dodging minigame, and they all fizzle.
Once again, perfect positioning. Of all skill, no luck. More importantly, he didn't get the memo to wait for torpedoes and then pop your hydro once you spot them anyways.
That's right. Oh, the humanity, the horror.
These guys are playing like they've actually played this game before.
How dare they?
Don't they know this is COTS? Where is the ASW?
Ooh. Filipios takes a big hit there. And now you can see the fishing for more hits gives another one. And they're just going to keep shooting into that part of the smoke. Vermont looking. Vermont's got his plane up and everything. looking for an explosion. As soon as he sees it, he'll probably shoot his guns. Never mind, he's looking someplace else. Forget what I was saying.
Well, to nobody's surprise, a capping Schlieffen is capping chocolate undetected.
And reversing in. I love it.
Ooh, MOYAI's daring gets caught out again.
MOYAI does manage to get the cap. All 3 caps. But here comes some battleship shells. Whoa, 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 whoa. Vermont, I think, was expecting Silver to turn southward, and he didn't. He just kept going straight.
Good smoke cloud by the daring to completely blank line of vision for the Moskva.
Yep, and
Even though the Gdansk smoke, they know there were 2 DDs there, so
yeah,
one of them was going to spot for the other one to shoot.
yep. And it's worth noting too, Brody's in a Moskva now instead of the Stalingrad we saw him in past 2 games. Flow 420.
No.
What happened to Flow 420? Where is he? Oh, there he is up on the border. Look how low he is. He must have taken a torp or something.
Or a lot of damage.
Or a lot of damage, yeah.
Any way you look at it, he's going to need a lot of flex seal to fix all those holes.
That's right. At least he's got adrenaline rush.
A lot of all skill, no luck torpedoes, it looks like, unless the Hiraguma actually took one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's what happened.
I'm thinking he got radared by Gdansk.
So one of the ways that you can kind of piece it together is if you zoom in and look at the hull.
Oh, nope.
He does have a decent number of shells that have poked through. So yeah, I would agree with you. I think he got radared. He might have taken a torpedo at the bow because the front is very, very saturated compared to the rest of the ship. Anyway, Shaft does come away with the cap at sea using their own battleship to caps. What is this? World of Battleships capping?
Well, Shaft said if you could do it with a Schlieffen, they said, hold on, our battleship is on the way. You should be here in a week, and he's going to cap chocolate.
Vermont salvo's coming on Emma's Montana, who's stuck broadside, but manages to get out. Wow.
I do not like putting a battleship into this channel.
It's usually a death sentence, right?
It's not like Vermont's got the speed to get out of there quickly either.
Well, the problem is once the Vermont is in there, like where do you put the Vermont after? How do you get the Vermont out? You either go through the channel or you make them do a full like turn, 360-degree turn and go north, which is also kind of not ideal, right?
Well, I mean, the other option is you leave them in there and let them die. Like, that's not a good option either. Like,
well, that's what I mean.
Putting a battleship into this channel this early, not the greatest.
No. So that's why, you know, I liked what they did with the Schlieffen with Picha when he reversed him, because then he had the ability to run. Now look at Picha. He knows he's just following the Vermont. He's just stalking his prey. His Hydro is on now to detect the Vermont. So he knows exactly where the Vermont is, and more importantly, because the Vermont is spotted, he can see the Vermont's guns. And he knows the Vermont is looking directly at him. So that means he cannot come out completely broadside. He's got to turn in. And he is coming pretty broadside. And that just happened! Oh my god! Somebody clipped that. What the...
Ow.
I mean, really, guys? Really?
That is the power of the Watt and the weakness of the Schlieffen.
Someone just got brick smashed hard. Wow.
Brick smashed. It dropped a nuke on him.
Jeez.
That was full health to
No
guys
health?
I'm back at port.
Full health to no health. Just like that. Absolutely ridiculous. Wow.
That's a lot of HP gone from MOYAI.
Yeah. Well, and it's also, you know, the only kill so far in this game.
Oh, let's stop pointing out the obvious.
It's the secondaries, the torpedoes. I mean, I was just talking about how
Oh,
good of a
look.
job they used that battleship, and then he just goes and gets himself one-shotted.
He was like, hold on. I got to keep the reputation of German battleships not really doing anything.
More importantly, hold on, Zath is talking about how smart I'm doing this, so we're gonna just flub this up royally. Jesus.
No. With this going on, it's still somewhat of a close game, even though Shaft will win in 4 minutes if nothing changes.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have 2 destroyers at Bacon to Shaft's just daring in Moskva.
Yep.
Your Dance Torp's going in on the Daring's location. For
Those
Shaft at Bacon.
might hit.
Wanted.
2.
Oh!
150
Oh
hit
my
points.
Gosh,
150
why is
hit
he
points.
still alive?
Oh my god.
This is why you take survivability expert in every single thing that is a destroyer class.
And he did. Now he's firing torpedoes at the Montana. What I'm really surprised at is that there's no follow-up radar. Brody's radar is down. They desperately needed that radar to get an idea. Because honestly, the Gdansk could just YOLO right in.
Well, I mean, even you send the Daring in too,
Yeah.
right?
There's the radar.
Yeah, the Daring can take the cap. Well, MOYAI's Daring can take the cap because Shaft's Daring is going to be like, no, please stop. Listen, I'm not done touching the dial where you touched me.
And Keel goes ahead and stops, and he smokes up, and he just keeps shooting, trying to get this. It's just no, not gonna work. So, bit of a flubbed opportunity there, I'd say.
Torpedoes coming in on the Vermont, though.
Yeah, those are gonna hurt.
1, 2. Only 2. Could have been way worse.
Yep.
I think they screwed up by actually reversing the Daring in. I think they should have nosed them in. Right,
MOYAI?
MOYAI, because you know Shaft's Daring's low. Vermont is gonna maybe get 2 salvos in on you, and at least if you're nose in, you can just go in a little bit deeper to exit out, right? Because the Moskva is not going to be able to shoot you, so it really is up to the Vermont to get the resets.
Yep. All right, Hargumo dies. That's Vert on the other side of the map. Leaves Zil all alone. Where did he die anyway?
Oh, right up against the border by the island, right in front of the Des Moines.
That's what it looks like. I just don't see I don't see the wreckage at all. Weird. Silver dies for. Whoa. Okay, so while we were looking at that, Shaft just murderized Silver. Silver was pretty healthy backing into B. We were just talking about him. He just disappeared, just like that.
Well, I mean, probably the Vermont that
He
got the
Vermont.
kill.
Yeah, he got Vermonted, I'm sure. That's
Now
Brick
the
Smash
Gdansk
number 2.
is feeling the pain. Oh, all right. Looks like MOYAI's Gdansk is going to go down next, cuz.
Uh-huh. There it goes.
There's
Shaft.
a lot of pulling over to Starbucks going on with these guys in these games.
You know, I mean, big hit there on the Vermont, but I'll tell you, MOYAI looked really strong for a while there, and all of a sudden, they just kind of fell apart.
It's
Now-
39 seconds for MOYAI to do something before Shaft just wins this game.
Zil is trying desperately not to be farmed down. He's probably, yep, there he goes. So that's a time extension. MOYAI needs another kill within 30 seconds or so.
Well, the first thing they need to do is get onto a cap. Unfortunately, nobody's close enough to stall to add a little bit more time while trying to get this one kill.
Brody is not really in a position to be able to do anything. He's actually reversing when I agree. He should be advancing and just getting into the cap. Even if it means, he just suicides next to the Vermont. I mean, you gotta just try. Get something to happen. But it's
You
not...
have to do something like go at the Gdansk or go at the other Hiragumo and hope you can survive the,
Mm-hmm.
hellfire storm that will be coming at you from the Des Moines.
That's right. That's right.
But I don't think Moya's other Hiragumo at Chocolate is going to touch Chocolate in time to stall out more points while they try to get a kill.
Right.
They desperately need. Well,
That's it.
now they desperately need to win the next game.
That is absolutely correct. Because remember, guys, this is a best of 5, which means we're going to my map.
Game number 4.
We're going to the Faroe Island. Not just Faroe Island, the Faroe Island.
I hate this map.
We have a game, so let's go and take a look at that. So we've got Flow 420 in a Blaze It All Haraguma for Shaft. Now remember, this is a best of 5. Shaft wants to win this game. We got Mitsuko in a Gdansk. Steppen in a Gearing, that's a Kotz build. Zil reprises his role in a Minotaur. We'll find out if he gets caught broadside and deleted while beached again. Camille in a San Martin. We've got Vert in a Petropavlovsk. We saw him do that on Sleeping Giant with reload build. It's Russian is in a Stalingrad with range upgrade. And we've got Kalu in the Vermont, once again, sniper build. And WCG Rider brings back the Burgon again in a very familiar build. Although, I gotta say, when you're taking Burgon, I would think that you'd want to take Risk to make it even faster. But he doesn't. I guess you'd rather take the anti-torpedo vigilance because of how annoying torpedoes are in this game. All right, Puddin, what do we have for our side MOYAI?
MOYAI is going with the COTS 420 build, followed by a Ragnar. Looks like they're going to Alpha. More blind shots coming in. Actually connect on the Ragnar going to Eppels.
Yeah.
They have brought a Salem because Des Moines is banned. That is also heading over there. The Petro with Reload is heading over there. The Sniper build Vermont is heading over to Eppels, possibly to sit in between that and Bacon. Stalingrad range mod going up to where you would typically put a Stalingrad behind Eppels.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the Ohio is going to support. He's got his guns looking at Apples. He is also sniper build with tank. And the Give Me Cap of Chocolate is being taken by a Ledge Mod Booster and a Cat's build Gearing.
Mm-hmm.
No blazing there.
Nope. Okay.
Oh, look, Stalingrads are on opposite sides of each other. I'm shocked and appalled.
Shocked and appalled. That's right.
Well, it looks like Petro's getting to his first island before he moves up to the second bigger island. That is the one that is behind Bacon. The one at E5.
Yep. It's interesting to see LH Gamer now in a Stalingrad. We've seen him before playing these Soviet cruisers, but we haven't seen him play that yet today. So he's doing that now. We've got Marseille and Des Moines banned in this battle.
Poor Ragnar's down to a quarter of his HP.
Yeah, we haven't
Already used one heal.
Haven't been watching what's going on at A so much. Been looking down at the other flank. Typically on this map, it seems we see teams either go for the A side hard, or the home cap side hard, and it looks like so far Shaft is choosing to go for the home cap hard, and MOYAI is... I think it looks like they're trying to receive a push that isn't going to happen over at A. If you look at their Petro and Stalin, they're both looking at A, radar available, all that good stuff. A is turning into no man's land. Nobody wants to go in this cap.
Well, it looks like they're trying to get the Salem up to C3.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Zuko...
I mean, I think, like that was one of our strategies. That's where you put a Salem.
Mm-hmm.
San Martin's kind of in the same spot, but they're in it for the kite. It's going to be interesting with this home cap push with the Petro Burgon Minotaur 420 Blazing Gumo.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if the Iowa has picked up on this. No, the Ohio still got his guns looking at apples. But he is moving towards the home cap of chocolate. I do find it interesting that the Petro is now just moving up to his secondary island. Radars to Gdansk off of Bacon.
Yeah, so LH Gamer radared earlier, pushed Mizuko back, and now Brody is coming out. This is always a dangerous decision on this map if you don't know where the enemy battleships are. But he's not going to be punished for this. He got some shots into Mizuko, didn't really do too much. And he's going to back off. Now there's the Salem you're talking about in that spot north. Radaring
obviously,
Kimio.
Salem has been brought because Des Moines has been banned.
Yep.
Looks like the Ragnar was pushed off by a radar, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Which means the Gumo is going to reverse into the cap to get it.
Mm-hmm.
But sadly, while all this is going on, the delay at actually capping apples
Mm-hmm.
has given Chef the lead because they got bacon and donuts, which is a 2-to-1 cap tick rate.
That's right. Mizuko does get the B cap after both radars are off on cooldown.
And more importantly, the push to MOYAI's home cap is starting to develop to where there could possibly be a threat of delaying them taking points from chocolate.
Bird is very much threatening that cap.
Now, the thing that is actually stopping Bert from coming out and doing any of that is MOYAI Stalingrad.
Yep.
Because in order for him to come out, he has to be broadside to either Ohio or to the Stalingrad. And both those choices are horrible.
Yep.
Well, it looks like MOYAI's booster is in, well, desperate need is on some Flex Seal.
Well,
He's got a lot of holes in that ship.
he's been just sitting here getting just hammered. Absolutely hammered.
Fortunately, Gehring does not have smoke because he used it up top.
That's right. So that Wooster's, he's probably gonna live. It's just he's got to, as you can see, retreat all the way back. Meanwhile, it's Russian.
More importantly, I think Shaft's Minotaur not shooting is a wise choice there.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
Ooh, Vermont's at half health.
Which
for
Vermont?
MOYAI.
For MOYAI.
South of Bacon, between
Yeah,
Apple
Pisha.
and Bacon.
I see it.
Going to assume he got touched by the other Vermont.
I'm sure that's exactly what happened. The other Vermont smacked him.
Right, because I don't believe a San Martin did that.
No.
Oh my gosh, we finally seen it. I saw it in COTS. They dropped the ASW.
There you go.
My life is now complete. I can
Ah,
retire from ships completely.
congratulations. All right, Keel yourself is about to see some torpedoes. Is he going to take one? Nope. Lazily turns. But this game, I'll tell you, this entire battle, it's felt like Shaft has been in the driver's seat.
Why is Petro coming under combined fire of going to say Shaft, Stalingrad, and the I'll kill you in 2 years, San Martin?
Mm-hmm.
But I do like how they're starting to rotate ships off of Apples, just leaving the Salem to defend it, which
Yeah,
they
whatever.
can easily do.
They don't need it. They don't care about A.
Right. They have to push back into their cap and into Bacon.
There's no need for Shaft to get any more map control. They can just kind of stop and go into a defensive position. I wouldn't be surprised to see Zill turn around here with this next smoke from Flow 420's Harugumo, right? Zill gets into a kiting away position, and he's good. As a matter of fact, he dumps torpedoes at his buddy, pops the radar, spots the Ohio and the gearing, and you can see the decision for them to push. Zill also, you can see going into a kite away position, although he turned around in a different way than I expected.
Moya is starting to flip Bacon, but here comes Gdansk radar to spot Moya's Hiragumo.
Mm-hmm.
But the Gdansk was briefly spotted. They have to know torpedoes are going to be coming in on that smoke cloud.
Absolutely.
The Stalingrad's radar now comes up. More shots come in on the Hiragumo. He's going to have to back out, but looks like Vermont's going to get into there while Gdansk smokes up to start shooting the Gumo. You know torpedoes have to be coming. The Petro radars. Will the Vermont get some justice and yeet a Gdansk? Or is his guns even looking that way?
Oh no, I'm watching M over there in the Ohio just getting slashed. Oof, Mitsuko gets a torp on Picha, and MOYAI's gonna lose their other battleship within seconds. His heel's about to expire. One final defiant salvo at Zill, and not much out of that. And just like that, guys, Shaft is gonna advance in the losers bracket. MOYAI, it was fun. I don't think there's any wave back in for MOYAI at this point. Doctor is now under attack. He's about to go down extremely soon. And that'll do her. 2 minutes to go.
All that's left is for the singing of the lady.
The large one.
Oh, we can't do that.
Okay.
It would be shaming. Oof. Salem takes a torpedo in a desperate move to try to get a kill to maybe do something here.
Demo. Yeah, he's got his radar up, but Stepan just happens to find an island to get behind. And there goes Brody. And that'll basically do it. I mean, the other Brody is fighting its Russian Stalingrad.
Oh, Hiragumo goes down, and
Yep.
that will
and
be the
Worcester
game.
goes down too. Where'd the Worcester go down? Let's go right here. Here's our death pick. Ah. Alright guys, we're gonna have to do this relatively quickly here. I'm gonna set this set Shaft as the winner. Congratulations. Congratulations to Shaft. And I need to get a few things set up for our cast. So just give me a few moments. What I'm